I was going to start off the video by congratulating Mark on getting beat up less this season, but I rechecked the scoreboard and he's just taking too many still. He has taken 4 L's in a 6-episode season, and I'm not even counting when he got juked by Titan. Alright, let's get into this. Right now, there's a bit of a discussion online about who's more in the right. Cecil, who is working with criminals, or Mark for no longer trusting him for working with these murderers and rapscallions, and for putting a little audio device in his head.
I'm not going.
I wasn't asking.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows, I skid in and they froze. I don't.
And from the title, you probably know whose side I'm on. I believe Cecil is 100% in the right, and there's not much that could change my mind or convince me otherwise. Let's look at it from Cecil's perspective. Let's see what Cecil has to deal with right now. Omni-Man, a person he's known for 18 plus years, one of Earth's strongest superheroes, has all of a sudden flipped a switch, killed your best line of defense, and it turns out there's an empire with people just as strong as Omni-Man coming to invade Earth. And your best weapon, your best line of defense right now is a brat that gets beat silly, bloodied, and pounded every other episode. How you think Cecil should act? Why isn't he allowed to use the resources at his disposal, working with anyone he can to save the Earth? So some of you might be saying, what about the audio device that's in Mark's head? That's just a betrayal of trust. That's a betrayal of Mark. He said that he trusted Mark. But once again, let's look at it from Cecil's perspective. He literally just got betrayed by a person he's known for 18 plus years and thought that was a good person. I think he has every right to have even extra insurance on the son of the betrayer. That just makes sense. What if Mark does go to the other side? Now we have a way to fight back. Now we have a way to stop Mark just in case. I think Cecil was 100% in the right there too. I would find it even crazier if Cecil didn't keep tabs on Mark or didn't have a backup plan if Mark betrayed them. That just makes sense. But what makes this whole confrontation even more ridiculous, to say the least, is the hypocrisy Mark shows. To say, how dare you work with murdering criminals? That man killed 17 people. Darkwing killed people as well.
D.A. Sinclair slaughtered students. Darkwing killed people in cold blood. Cecil's working with murderers. You all saw it.
This you, buddy? This you? Hugging your dad? Even asking him to come back to Earth? I don't know how many people Nolan has killed over the centuries, but it's definitely more than 17 people. We can't just pick and choose who we want to forgive and who we don't, man. If you're not going to kill these criminals, which that's a whole video, different video, that's a whole different argument, why not use their powers to help the Earth against the Viltrumites? Why not use their powers to protect the Earth and rehabilitate him? That just makes logical sense in my head. Before I end the video, all of this to say, all these critiques on Mark is not critiques on Invincible as a show, or even to say it has bad writing. I used to think if a character's motivations are God, can I not say that word? Ideology. Okay, sorry. I've done this recording so many times and it just never goes right. Okay, 1 second. You know what? I'm just gonna stop saying ideology. Oh, I can say it right then. I used to think that if a character's motivations didn't make sense, then that was bad writing. But it's just the reality on how people are. A lot of people have beliefs, principles, morals that aren't always logical or are inherently flawed. There is the scene in Invincible where he's chastising Oliver for killing the Marvel brothers. And to be honest, Mark doesn't make too many good points. I actually don't agree with any of his points. But then Oliver says, what if Omni-Man was right? What if Omni-Man had a point? And that made sense in my head to say, yeah, I get where Mark is coming from. I get why Mark doesn't want to kill. He's scared to have this viewpoint. He's scared to become a tyrant like his dad, which is kind of repeated throughout the Invincible as a theme, but it kind of clicked for me there. I think Mark having flaws and emotional outbursts against Cecil in this season of Invincible just makes him more human. He's still young and already has a lot of responsibility. With that being said, I hope next season we see more character growth of him learning how to actually box, bro. If he doesn't win more fights next season, I'm dropping the show.